Hello, welcome back to my channel. I've been very busy, keeping myself very busy, making lots of different ephemera from lots of different makers on YouTube that I love watching and really inspire me and, you know, keep me having something positive to do. So I'm going to go through each of these one at a time. I'm going to move them out the way because I know it can be a bit messy when I have everything out. I am quite a messy person, but I know it's not very nice always to look at. So the first thing up is some Patricia Viramontes. Now everything that I've made I will be linking down below, so if you want to go to see the tutorials of how to make these things, then you can obviously go and do that. I'll just pull back a bit. Oh no, we've got the mess in the way. So starting with Patricia Viramontes, for me she is the absolute queen of book page makes. I cannot believe how many ideas she can come up with of what you can do with a book page. So I've made a few samples here. I have got a pretend journal page just to show what they would look like. So the first one is a book page you fold in half, take another one, obviously cut that in half crossways, diagonally, that's the word I'm trying to look for, and that can be popped on a page. I will just bring something in to kind of show, but we'll talk about these a bit more in detail in a minute. But what you could do then is you'd pop a cluster on or something you've made. You wouldn't pop that on because it's far too big, but I haven't got anything small enough. Maybe that's a bit smaller. You'd pop something on there just to decorate that, and then in there you'd put a journaling card. I don't think I've got anything that we could pretend as a journaling card. Let's pretend that's one. You'd pop a journaling card there. Actually, let's use a bigger page. Let's pretend that's our page. So you'd pop that on there and it instantly is just beautiful. Okay, so that's one idea of hers. Obviously, if you want to see in detail how to make it, I've left my threads on here because I need to just try and sew some of them back through. Yeah. This is another book page idea she has. Obviously, this is the bare bones. This is the beginnings of it. You then carry on and decorate it up however you would like. Let's just see. I mean, I wouldn't put this on here, but let's pretend you'd put a cluster on, and then in there, like I said with the other one, you'd pop in there a journaling card, or you would also just glue the three sides and you've got a journaling space there. But you could decorate these up however you wanted, clusters, stenciling, anything really. So that's another page idea. I've made a couple of these different ones that she's shown. One is obviously a very plain, let me check I'm in frame here, just about. A very plain one. Again, you could decorate that up, and then in there is where you would pop something. So that's one idea. And then she kind of took this idea a little bit further, again with the triangle, you know, a corner one, but this time she's made an extra tuck there. So you might, for example, tuck something in there, something behind there, and then you've still got that little bit for decorating up. So you might pop, I don't know, a label on or something, but that's another idea. So I love Patricia Viramontes' ideas. So they're her corner ones. This, oh, we'll do that one in a sec, 'cause that was actually somebody else. I'm just trying to find these. This is one, this is a very simple one to make. Obviously, it's just a book page. You cut it down, pop another little bit on there. For this, I decided to use the title of the top of the page. And then in there, again, you would pop a tag in there. You can just glue these three sides and tuck something up the top, coming out the top. Say, let's, oh, that's a better sample look. So you'd have something in there, and then you'd have something else popping out the top. You could equally do it out that side or the other side, and obviously I would definitely be decorating that up with something like, well, anything, but I'm going to pop that on there at the moment, although that's a bit too big. But anyway, just instantly easy ways to decorate a page, but with lots of places you can still journal. I do like to be able to journal in journals. Obviously you journal all on the back of there. You could even pop paper in there, folded up nice paper, so that's more ways of journaling. Even though you've lost the page, you couldn't obviously write on the page with that there. So that's one idea. And then this was a sort of variation on a theme that she'd had, which was the same idea as this, but obviously what she's then done is cut across there, Just adds a different look to the page, doesn't it? Instead of being so kind of square, because sometimes you don't want that, it's just more variety, isn't it, really? Looks, you know, just lovely again. Just, oh, I could just play around decorating up all the time, pop a little cluster on there, something like that, you know. Anyway, so that's Patricia Viramontes. Then, still using book theme, but a different person. This was Natasha at Treasure Books, and she made lots of I don't know whether she called them bags or envelopes, I forget now, but again, they're made out of book pages. This is 2 book pages that I've then sewn, you know, all the way around. That's your flap. You could pop something on there. So, for example, let's just see, you could pop like a butterfly or a flower on there, and that could be like a closure that you'd then, you know, keeps it rather than popping up all the time. Obviously, this would need some kind of prettiness on it, so pop like a cluster on there, something like that. That could go in the middle of the page, so you could still tuck something behind there. You could just clip it on so that you could remove it, still right on your page. And then obviously in here you would definitely have some kind of journaling card. So that's another book page idea. Then moving on to smaller bits of the ephemera. Oh, I've completely forgotten now. Somebody made these strips, book word strips, I can't remember anyway, but they were basically these strip books, and each one had like a word on it, and then you can flip through and pick out which word you want to use in your project. I decided I would use, I've got this printable, it was a free print, what's it called, copyright free thing, of sample washi tapes, and I thought that was a lovely idea to then go through your book, think, oh yeah, I'd love to use that. You take that bit out, and then, you know, you'd pop that on a page. Is that in frame? Just about there. So that was a strip book idea. I wish I could remember who it was, but whoever it was, anyway, I'll be linked down below. Then there's different clusters. I've completely forgotten who they are, but I can remember who these are. This is Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she made these clusters up. I think it was quite a while ago, but I'm just going back through my videos to look what sorts of things I can make. So I've made those. They're so pretty. They just look so lovely on a page by themselves, or, you know, when you're making ephemera, it's so quick and so easy to just sort of grab one. I'm looking for something I can pop it on now. To just sort of grab a piece of something you want to make on a page, pop a cluster on, and it's decorated. I really, really love these. Just layering up brown paper, book page, lace, and a butterfly. That one I haven't sewn, but some of them, like this one, I've actually put a sewing stitch down the middle as well, a zigzag stitch. There's different, I've popped some butterfly fussy cuts. These are from a butterfly book that I'd got that was in very poor condition. I bought it from a car boot last summer, but, you know, cut out the butterflies and it's gorgeous. I just love that. It's really pretty colours. So some butterflies. These are some labels that I've bought recently. And then moving on to Roxy Creations, I've made 2 of her snippet rolls. One is a paper snippet roll. These again, oh, I just love them for instantly decorating a page. So obviously I'd use that as a page edger just to make the page look lovely, but equally if you make them a bit thicker, which I have got some that I'll be videoing in the next week or 2, you can have them actually as a pocket on the bottom of a page and tuck something in there. And these again, if you've got these made up and ready, these are so easy to just instantly pop on there and you've decorated your book page. So that's another idea. And then I also used her tutorial on making a fabric snippet roll. I'm going to have to take this across because it's a bit long. Oh, I love this. I love the colours in this. They're very quite muted. And again, that just looks lovely. Pop down the side of a page. Again, you can cut this into little tiny bits, cut it into little chunks, and then you'd have, let me just get one of these. So say you were hoping to decorate this book page, you could just cut off a piece and pop it on there, and that's an instant decoration. But then you might think, oh, well, I want something else on there. So you pop another embellishment on. You could pop, let's go back to the butterflies, you could pop a butterfly on there. Just moving my hands out of the way. And again, instant ways to dress up things. I just like having little things that you can instantly decorate something with. So that was a fabric snippet roll, just went along with different stitches. I really love that. Oh, I've completely forgotten who did these, but these were just basically printables that you've got, and you turn into journaling cards but leave some of the actual paper behind just as a little border. So I did some of those and then stitched around. Completely forgotten who they are, but they'll all be listed below. There's another cluster. I'd probably use that as a page tab, just to stick that, you know, line that bit up with the thing of the paper, and then you've got that sticks out like a page tab. Oh, these I've forgotten as well. Just different journaling cards that I've made. Here's some more of those that I've left the frame round. Just stitching, just adding that layer of actual machine stitching really adds something extra to if you just left it plain. They're all just little ideas. And then these are some of Roxy Creations again. This is her weekly challenge from a few weeks ago, and it's a side book page. So again, you just take bits of book page, layer it up with your papers this time rather than these that are left plain, and again glue 3 sides. You can tuck something, for example, under there, and then you've got that tuck there. You wouldn't use this, but oh, let's use this. You've got your tuck there where you pop something in, and it just holds it on a page, and again, a beautiful decoration. These were G. Kerr, Happiness in Crafting. She's got a Facebook group, and every Friday she does a Friday freebie. This was from a few weeks ago. Clocks and circles. She has so many ideas of what you can do with these. I just left mine quite simple. I layered this one up, but for me, I'd have it as a tuck on a page like that, for example. Only glue the bottom and then pop like a journaling card in the top. I'd probably have something a bit bigger than that, or perhaps that way round, and that looks really lovely on a page. This one was a bit smaller. I did not put the backing on this one, and that, you know, is lovely. I haven't really got anything here to show, but to decorate something up, say you'd got a tag, you could use that as decoration on a tag. You could turn it into an altered paper clip. Just so many things you can do. This is a Ruby and Pearl EXO, I think her name is. She'll be linked below. And this is some tags she's used, made using book page, but in this case she's also used magazines. So I used this because I really love this image from a magazine. These are just some little scrappy flowers made from fabric. These again are lovely as, you know, on a cluster if you're looking to decorate something up. I mean, I've literally just grabbed that in and I really like how that looks. And that you could have just to decorate a page, or as a tab on a page, just so, or just thought to decorate. I mean, I love that. I think, you know, and it's so quick and easy if you've got these things here ready to actually use. I'll just try to do that. So that's another idea. So they're my little flowers. More clusters. Again, can't remember. These could be Patricia Viramontes, or they could be Tsunami Rose. I really can't remember. And then I just cut out from, I think this was a freebie, but I can't remember who it was, some words. And again, these are great, just popped on a page, or popped, I haven't got a cluster here, pop them on one of the book pages, field notes, or maybe some cheesecloth behind, and then pop that on. So they're just lots of different ephemera ideas. If you've seen something you like that you'd like to make but you're not sure how to, just check out the videos down below. And that's all I've got for today, and thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.